Hello, readers. Today I want to talk to you about something that I've noticed. I've been studying reading and readers for a long time now. And I've noticed that sometimes students are so into their book that they don't really even know anything that's going on around them. And sometimes, it probably hasn't happened to you, but sometimes readers aren't that interested in their books. And they're not super interested in what's going on. Today, I want to teach you that one way readers bring their books and their characters inside of them to life is they read them in such a way that they almost become the characters. Readers think what the character is thinking, they feel what the character is feeling, and read in a way that brings the character to life. So think about that for a minute and think about how much more enjoyable reading would be to you if you read in a way that brought the character to life. So I'm going to read a little bit to you from our book, The Year of the Dog. And I'm going to read it. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about how you would, what suggestions you might give me as far as making the reading better. So I'm going to read it to where I can try to bring the characters to life. And then I want you to be thinking about what are some tips that you had for me to make me read this better. So I'm going to start right here, okay? You better not touch it, Melanie said. You might get sick. It must be a mistake that we have it, I said. Maybe my mother forgot I was allergic to it. I'll throw it away for you, Melanie said, reaching for it. What are you guys doing? Lizzie asked us. We're getting rid of the ammonia so Pacey won't get sick again, Melanie exclaimed. Lizzie started to laugh. She snatched the window cleaner from Melanie and looked at me menacingly. Are you afraid of ammonia? She crackled, aiming the spray bottle at me. Stop, Melanie screamed. Kiki screamed too, and I started to run. Melanie tried to grab the window cleaner away from Lizzie, and I hid behind the sofa. So did I do a really great job there? Did I read that book in a way that really made you guys feel like you were part of the character? I mean, I didn't really feel like I was part of the character. What could I do to make it more interesting? What could I do to make me feel like I feel the way that the reader's doing? Just take a minute and think about it. I know that some of you probably said you should put more emotion in it. Like there are parts in this story where there's an exclamation point right here, right? And there's a part here where it's a question. How is that question being asked? And then what about this right here where it's all in big letters? You know what that means. And this here, where again, it's a word with the exclamation point. I didn't read any of the feeling into that. So I'm going to try to read it again. And then what I want you to do is I want you to try to read it too. So I'm going to actually, you know what I think? I think you guys try to read it too. So I want you to start right here at You Better Not Touch It. And I want you to read it out loud to yourself and make it maybe better than I did. Okay? So I'm going to just give you a minute to do that. Sorry. So hopefully you did a better job than I did when I first read it. But I'm going to read it again, and you'll probably notice that I also highlighted in yellow some of these tags. So she didn't just say it, she crackled and she explained. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it now again, and we'll see what you think. Okay. You better not touch it, Melanie said. You might get sick. It must be a mistake that we have it, I said. Maybe my mother forgot I was allergic to it. I'll throw it away for you, Melanie said, reaching for it. What are you guys doing? Lizzie asked us. We're getting rid of the ammonia so Pacey won't get sick again, Melanie exclaimed. Lizzie started to laugh. She snatched the window cleaner from Melanie and looked at me menacingly. Are you afraid of ammonia? She crackled, aiming the spray bottle at me. Stop! Melanie screamed. Kiki screamed too, and I started to run. Melanie tried to grab the window cleaner away from Lizzie, and I hid behind the sofa. What's going on in here? I heard Mom say. I crept out from. Okay, so you notice there how much more expression it is, how much more interesting it is, and how much you can really kind of feel what the characters are doing here in this. So today, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, when you're reading your book, I want you to really think about how you would act it out with the way you read it. I mean, I could have aimed a spray bottle or whatever, but in my mind, that's what was going on. So when you're reading your book today, I want you to read it like that. And if you're really brave and you want to try to send us a video, go ahead and read part of it with lots of expression and send it to us in a video. I'm sure you guys are much better readers than I was the first time I read it. Okay, have a good time reading today, and please share with your teachers your great reading.